restaurant. But Mr. Sethi, as I pointed out, is also with us. I know, Mr. Sethi, this is a small contributor to your overall business because this is more for restaurants. But just because this is topical and this is being talked about with hotels and restaurants, what is your take regarding this entire tussle?
So look, it's like this. Hotels don't charge service charge on their restaurant bills also. So it doesn't contribute anything to us. But it's a long-standing practice. It's a global practice. And I sort of empathize with the restaurant industry, where suddenly the economics will be thrown out of the window and they'll have to rejig their whole P&Ls. Because when they look at their payroll costs, they have a certain cost that they pay directly to the employees and the rest comes out of the service charge. So I think there should be a rethink on this. And as said by the previous speaker, it is discretionary. The guests have the option of opting out of the service charge at that point of time. But just to be clear, our hotels don't charge service charge.
Right. So, let's just talk about the hotel industry as well, and what's really happening in over there. There was a revenge sort of across the board, across India, across global markets where you saw a lot of hotels being full. Are you seeing normalization now being returned?
So, Pankaj, I think it's the occupancy that came back in the last two months was actually normalization. Now, we've got to sustain those occupancies and rates. In fact, rates are growing since then. And as an industry, if you look at the April numbers, and I think HVS took out a report recently, they've actually reported that pan-India, the RevPAR, which is a combination of revenue, of occupancy and rates, was back to pre-pandemic numbers for April of 2019. So clearly that's come back in April. May in our portfolio has turned out to be better than April also. So we see actually an upward trend as against revenge travel getting normalized downwards. That's not the case. In fact, I would like to emphasize here, there were naysayers who said that business travel will never really come back to pre-pandemic numbers. And it's already happened well before, in fact, even I anticipated. I anticipated that we should be back to normal business travel maybe by Q2 or Q3 this year. It's actually happened in Q1 itself. So very excited about the post wave 3 or Omicron wave, the response that we've had at our hotels. And business travel is back to the vengeance as far as hotels are concerned, and even on flights. I mean, 80% of travelers now on flights are business travelers.
Well, yes, Sanjay, since you talked about RevPAR, help us back this, comment with some data as well in terms of occupancy levels. How is that trending? Your RevPAR for Hyderabad as well as Bangalore business had come off a tad bit in the quarter gone by. How is that looking for you?
So, look, I can't give you specific numbers for our hotels because this is, price-sensitive public information. But let me go back to the HVS numbers here. The average room rates across India in April for the Indian hospitality industry were back to about 5,800 to 5,900 rupees, which is roughly 2 to 4% higher than April of 2019. Occupancies were flat at around 65% compared to April of 2019. And as a result, the RevPAR was actually about between 2 to 3% higher than pre-pandemic numbers. Within that, the 10 cities that they reported, we found that Pune has had the highest rate of recovery year on year, followed by Mumbai and Bengaluru. And in the rate side, Mumbai's had the highest recovery within the set of 10 cities, followed by Bengaluru and Hyderabad. And if you look at these 4 cities that I just spoke about, Mumbai, Pune, Hyderabad, and Bengaluru, is where all our hotels are.
Sure. And what about the capacity addition that you were planning, in different regions? How's that panning out? If you can tell us, what's your target of room addition for the year?
We've planned addition of about 600-700 rooms over the next couple of years, and we're on track for that. In addition to that, Chalet is also building a couple of office assets within the existing land parcels where the hotels coexist. So that's also on track.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us. Always good to get perspective from you.